Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Mortgage Monday on March 19th. Our topic today is credit reports. Please know if anyone has any questions during the presentation, we will have a Q&A at the end. Okay, so without further ado, credit reports. A credit report is a record of your credit history, your track record of borrowing and repaying money. It includes the names of companies that have extended credit and loans, as well as the credit limits and the loan amounts. When you apply for credit, such as a credit card, car loan, or mortgage, lenders need to know if you will repay the debt. The credit report includes a record of your financial reliability and paints a picture of your willingness to repay. The report reflects the on-time payments made, as well as any late payments, delinquent accounts, bankruptcies, foreclosures, or lawsuits. The credit report also serves as an archive for certain personal information such as public records, current and former addresses, names, and employers. The credit bureaus, they're also called credit reporting agencies, and they're companies that collect and maintain consumer credit information and then resell it to other businesses in the form of a credit report. There are many credit bureaus in the United States, but most people are familiar with the big three: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These bureaus are all publicly traded for-profit companies who are not owned by the government. Every month, lenders submit updates of your credit profile to at least one of the three credit reporting companies. Since lenders do not necessarily report to all three companies, the information on the credit reports may vary. It's also true that lenders report at different times of the month, a factor that might contribute to slight differences in credit reports and therefore credit scores at any given time. Credit scores. Your credit score is a number that represents the risk a lender takes when they lend you money. A FICO score is a well-known measure created by the Fair Isaac Corporation and used by credit agencies to indicate a borrower's risk. Another credit score is the Vantage score, which was developed via partnership between the three credit reporting agencies. The FICO score, the most widely used by many lenders, ranges from 300 to 850. Generally, a FICO score above 670 is considered a good credit score, and a score above 800 is usually perceived to be exceptional. Here we have a matrix of the credit score ranges. 300 to 579 is considered very poor. 580 to 669 is fair. 670 to 739 is good. 740 to 799 is very good. And 800 to 850 is exceptional. Credit scores are generally affected by elements in your credit report such as payment history for loans and credit cards, including the number and severity of late payments. Credit utilization rate, which is the amount used in relation to the amount available to use. Type, number, and age of credit accounts. Total debt. Public records such as bankruptcy, civil judgments, or tax liens. How many new credit accounts you've recently opened. Number of inquiries for your credit report. The rapid rescore while in the mortgage loan process. Now, a rapid rescore is a method by which you can raise your credit score quickly by submitting proof of positive account changes to the three major credit bureaus. Rapid rescore isn't credit repair, and it's not for everyone. A typical borrower who can benefit the most is one that has overall good credit history, but has one or two issues that, if updated, could result in a higher score and mean a better interest rate for them. It can't remove accurate mistakes such as late payments or bankruptcy from a report. The time it takes to pay down balances or bring a collection account current can seem like an eternity before it hits your credit report. This is especially true when you're in the process of buying a home. Rapid rescoring is essentially exactly what it sounds like, a rapid way to modify your credit scores. Instead of taking months, with rapid rescore, updating a charge-off, collection, or judgment can be done in a matter of days. The amount of improvement to your credit scores will vary based on the types of things being corrected, as well as the overall state of your credit. The use of rapid rescoring should only be done with the help of a mortgage lender or a broker. not credit repair companies. According to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, borrowers cannot be charged for disputing inaccurate information on the credit reports. Further, rapid rescoring is not a means of disputing negative information. Rapid rescoring can be fairly expensive. Fees can run anywhere from $25 to $40 per account per bureau. The three major credit bureaus, for example, if you have 4 accounts that need being corrected, it would be a total of 12 items if you're reporting those 4 accounts to the 3 major bureaus. That would be a cost of $480. So mortgage lenders and brokers cannot charge the borrower for any part of this cost. As such, not all lenders or brokers offer the program. Now, the first step in the rapid rescore process is for the lender to obtain a copy of the credit report. The rescoring process will vary according to the items being updated. For instance, if scores are low due to high credit card balances, you'll need to pay down the cards before requesting the updates. The general procedure is as follows. Determine why the credit scores are low. Find out whether the items are able to be corrected. Pay down credit card balances or gather documentation proving an error. Contact the creditor and obtain proof of the updated records. Provide this documentation to the lender or broker. Then the lender orders the rapid rescore using this documentation. The lender will receive an updated report usually within 3 to 7 days, and that report hopefully would reflect a higher credit score. Now, repairing or disputing a credit report that contains information that is much more substantial, there's no quick way to do this. Typically, though, the negative information on a credit report tends to fall off after 7 years, or 10 if you've been through bankruptcy. Positive information remains on your credit report for an average of 10 years from the date its corresponding account is closed. This information applies to accounts like mortgages and car loans, which have fixed terms on the number of years for repayment. For revolving accounts such as credit cards, your positive history will stay on your report for as long as the account is active. To correct errors on your credit report, you need to contact the credit bureau that is showing erroneous information. Below is the contact information for the 3 credit bureaus. All of them accept requests to dispute or research errors online at their websites. The Fair Credit Reporting Act is designed to help ensure that the credit bureaus furnish correct and complete information to businesses to use when evaluating your application for credit. Now, your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act are: you have the right to receive a copy of your credit report. A copy of your report must contain all of the information in your file at the time of your request. You have the right to know the name of anyone who received your credit report in the last year for most purposes, or in the last 2 years for employment purposes. Any company that denies your application must supply the name and address of the credit bureau they contacted, provided the denial is based on information given by the credit bureau. You have the right to a free copy of your credit bureau or of your credit report when your application is denied because of information supplied by the credit bureau. Your request must be made within 60 days of receiving your denial notice. If you contest the completeness or accuracy of information in your report, you should file a dispute with the credit bureau and with the company that furnished the information to the bureau. Both the credit bureau and the furnisher of information are legally obligated to investigate your dispute. You have a right to add a summary explanation to your credit report if your dispute is not resolved to your satisfaction. Tell the credit bureau what information you believe is inaccurate. The credit bureau must investigate the items in question, again, usually within 30 days, unless they consider your dispute frivolous. Include copies, keep your originals, of documents that support your position. In addition to providing your complete name and address, your letter should clearly identify each item in the report you dispute. State the facts and explain why you dispute the information. and request deletion or correction. The FCRA requires each of the 3 credit reporting bureaus to supply consumers with a free credit report once per year. Individuals can obtain their free credit report at annualcreditreport.com. The FCRA restricts who has access to the information on your credit report, and the law also dictates how your report can be used. Here's a list of companies that may have access to your report under appropriate circumstances: mortgage lenders, landlords, utility companies, car insurance companies, employers, government agencies, collection agencies, judgment creditors. Except in the case of court-ordered credit checks and credit pulls done for marketing purposes, no one can access your credit report without your authorization. Okay, so that ends the presentation on credit reports. And now is a good time for anyone who has questions regarding the information. You can put it in the group chat or just state your question. So I'll unmute. Okay, no questions. Well, thank you again for attending Mortgage Monday. The next scheduled Mortgage Monday presentation will be April 2nd. Topic is yet to be determined, but please be on the lookout for notification of what that topic's going to be. And I hope you can tune in April 2nd. Have a great week, everyone. Aloha.